Mr. Hazare is still in a jail compound. The orders for his release were issued yesterday, but he has refused to move out until his demands for a public protest unconditionally are met. He remains in talks with the police, but there seems to be some sort of a deadlock in the negotiations. Jonathan?
Can you tell us about him? Because he's a colorful figure. He seems like a throwback to an earlier era in Indian politics.
In fact, Mr. Hazare is a former soldier. He became one of India's most acclaimed activists after he retired. He left the army decades ago. Today, in fact, his activism, in fact, prompted governments to launch several investigations into suspected wrongdoing. And today we see that his supporters regard him as the face of India's fight against corruption. This after he launched a hunger strike in April that led the government, in fact, that prompted the government to introduce a long-pending bill aimed at creating a powerful anti-corruption institution in the country. Jonathan?
Well, you know, and there's something about him that reminds at least me at a distance of Mohandas Gandhi, the father of modern India. He's wearing the congressman's uniform. He's resorting to fasting. It seems to harken back to an earlier, more high-minded era.
Well, the technique of using fast as a means as a means of protest, of course, dates back to Mahatma Gandhi. But if you compare the two periods, when Mahatma Gandhi used these methods, then it was a foreign rule. Today, in fact, his technique, the same technique that Mr. Hazare has adopted, is drawing thousands and thousands of people in sport. That perhaps is quite stunning.